Hello all, it is I, Dragon's Fury, once again back at it. We're doing the thing, and as always, we have the Infernal.
Who that?
Oh, he forgot. We lost him.
Who am I?
Who are you people? You are the great supportive people that we have had, so thank you for all those who have joined in on the bandwagon. Charts are, again, every time I look at it, just exciting. Really getting those international numbers weird on my graphs, just all over the place. So glad you guys are finding us, and that us silly Americans are keeping you entertained. Hope you enjoyed the Apollo episode and all of that shenanigans and social fightery that we were on that one. And yeah, we're just gonna hop on in there. So I'm actually excited for this one. This one's gonna be fun. I came up with something, and I didn't tell Infernal like I ever tell him anything outside of when we're gonna do this. So his reaction is going to be pure first time. My reactions are going to be me laughing all over again. That's later in the episode, so I hope you have something to listen forward to.
That's words.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. So the main thing, the question slash topic of the day, is going to be game fusions, and this comes off of the whole infinite fusion thing that's been going around on TikTok for like
The Pokemon.
yeah, for the Pokemon thing. So like everyone's like fusing Pokemon and like making weird memes of like other things because they just put that in there.
I have seen some of the fusions. Some are cursed, some are awesome, and some are just like, why?
And everything in between. So, going along the hype and the funness of that, we'll do game fusions. So, without putting too much thought into it, we'll think about it after the fact. But just off rip, which two games would you fuse?
Mm, well, this is one that I have thought of recently, and also I feel like could work. Code Vein and God Eater.
I knew Code Vein was going to be in this in
Yes.
some fashion. Now, is that really a combination or just like expanding of worlds? Because don't those exist together?
Yes, they are in the same universe, yes.
Okay.
But it's like, obviously we have never seen the Revenants and the God Eaters work together. So it's like, I would love if they released a game that actually combined the two.
Okay.
I am just craving a Code Vein too.
It, yeah, we know. Give this man Code Vein too. He's over here fiending. For me, surprisingly or not, it's not going to be Skyrim related. Skyrim's not in this fusion. What I want,
You don't want Skyrim Fortnite?
no, absolutely not. I want Warframe and Destiny.
Yeah, that could work.
I want the massive expanse universe of Warframe and the lore, and give me the fighting and the weapons and style and like powers of Destiny. And that's I would live there more than I live in Skyrim. And that's saying a lot for anyone who's been listening up to this point. You understand the weight of that statement, because there's Skyrim at number one and then Warframe at number two, of time that I have spent on a console game. Now, in general, Nine Dragons takes the cake. I have put so much time into that game. Like, even though that I haven't played that game in years because it doesn't exist in the form that I played it anymore, I still would need to play at least in-game time years of
Too
to
damn
get there.
much.
Too damn much. Like, because I ended up having 6 separate characters in that game, all of which I leveled up to like in game, for all intents and purposes, in game content level, which was like 100 plus levels or so.
I could not imagine doing that.
Um, I couldn't either. Like, if you were to tell me, like, future me, like, if I lost that memory, right? If I got amnesia or whatever, and someone from my
Give it another year.
knock it off. Stop coming for me in that fashion. The if I like so yeah, if I got amnesia and someone from my past that played that with me, mainly it would frankly it would be Ocean. And so if he was to come through and tell me about what we did together in that game and how much time we spent, I would look at him like he was fucking insane. Because in the moment, did not seem like I was playing that much. Like, retrospect, obviously the fuck I was. Because I was playing every day for hours on end without any concept of time. Not like I already have concept of time anyway, but like even more so. Like, I would be on my dad's computer because it was the only one that could handle it because our computer could not handle Nine Dragons effectively. Because it was, I think we had, I think it was like meant for like XP and Vista.
Old school.
Yeah, it was old. 3 decades old. I've been in this business for a little bit. Yeah. And so so our computer that we had in the kitchen was like I think it was 98 for the longest. And then we finally upgraded to XP. And I think when it went to XP, I was able to like play, but it wasn't like good. Like it was like when I switched to PC for Destiny, and I told you it was like I feel like I've been missing out. Yeah. That's what it was like switching computers. It was good and it was fine for what I needed for I was enjoying myself. But as soon as I switched computers and I would go play on my dad's,
it's like
everything was so much smoother and cleaner and crisper.
I can see stuff now.
Exactly. Like, oh my god, that's and it's raining again. That's grass.
I know weather's been so bad today.
Oh my god, yeah, no, it's so bad. So for our
hurricane season's on the way.
For our fellow East Coasters, yeah, it's wet down here. And for those who listen that are in other countries, it's wet over here.
You look outside, it's dreary. Actually, that's pretty much mostly Europe and also the Northeast.
Yeah, so we're in the same boat, except ours doesn't understand the concept of it. It's, hey, I'm going to be dreary and wet. Okay, now I'm going to be dreary and hot. Okay, now I'm going to be dreary and wet again.
And we're on Thursday, you know where we are.
Put in the comment if you can figure it out where we are. So yeah,
I'm commenting. So go. Where am I?
Where am I? so sidebar. I told my coworker, like my newest coworker, who's the same age as me.
I scared off the old one.
No, he's still there. Okay. No, Vanilla is not with us anymore. He's back in Kuwait.
You killed him?
No, he's just back in Kuwait, where he came from. He was only supposed to be with us for like a little bit of time, ended up being with us for like a year. He wasn't supposed to be there that long. I enjoy every minute of time that we spent together. It was great, but he wasn't supposed to be there. Like, that was borrowed time, hands down. I haven't texted him in a while. I should... I'll send him some meme or whatever. It'll be a say. $5, like, after we get done, I'll probably get a message about it, because his ears are burning. That, actually, I don't even know what time it is over there. He's probably asleep. Not like he sleeps, but still.
Yeah, sleep, let's sleep.
So, our newest one, who came in, like, he's been with us for like a month or so now. Same age as me. And I told him about the abridged series.
Oh, no.
And I told him, I was like, but first, watch the regular anime of what the abridged series is about. And then watch the abridged series, because it will make it that much funnier. Because you'll know what they're dubbing over, and it's hilarious. I turned him on to uh, what was it? Team 4 Star?
Game
With
4 Star,
Roshi.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh god, freaking Roshi.
Oh my god, those guys, when I showed them, they were like, why does this exist? I was like, I don't know, but it's so stupid, it's great. Like, it's so dumb. Those things are so dumb. It's freaking hilarious. And then, what was the other thing? Oh, and then they didn't know about Section Cup, man.
Oh freaking hell.
I know Magma would be proud.
The fact that Magma knows that entire song by heart.
Yeah, that's his jam. It's hilarious. And yeah, so I was like telling them parts of it and just dying laughing because it's so stupid. It's funny. Like so dumb. Oh my god, my nose is running. Hold on.
Nature at its finest.
Yep. And so, oh my god, it was so funny. All right, so before we came off-roading, where did we start? What were we talking about?
We were talking about game fusions.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so those two. Another one would be Fall Guys with Fortnite.
Yeah, that could work.
Just a bunch of chibis running around gunning each other down would be hilarious.
I thought that was Splatoon.
um, see, okay, maybe technically yes, but like they're not really getting gunned down. They're getting like inked out. So it's less, less carnage.
One that came to my mind, mostly to the talk of Amnesia, Amnesia and Dead Space.
I don't know about Amnesia, but Dead Space, anything fused with Dead Space, I'm gonna need you to leave.
Amnesia is so, you know how Dead Space is more combat / psychological horror.
Yes.
With Amnesia, take the psychological horror and times that by like 10.
So as I said, I'm gonna need you to leave. That is horrifying. Like why would you
Oh
put
yeah,
that into
and like
in your life?
like Amnesia, you basically have to try to stay sane while you go through the game.
Oh god.
Like if you go too insane, you basically get game over.
Game over. What's another good one? Oh, what is the so classic ones? Imagine Dig Dug with Tetris.
That would be a nightmare.
It would be, but it would be so funny. So you have to, how I imagine it is you basically have to dig out the forms of Tetris to then open up the bigger paths. So you would have to like dig out the shape that you need, and then that kind of like spawns over. It would be more like a split screen style. So like you would dig the form that you need while dealing with the enemies, and then it whenever you get a cancellation, like rows disappear or whatever, it'll like give you like a bonus or like a boost or something, or like damage, or like eliminate an enemy on the Dig Dug side.
One combination that I just thought of that I'm still trying to think in my head like how this would work. Galaga and Toho.
I don't know Toho.
It's bullet hell.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's basically the game. It's basically a bullet hell game. That's why like whenever like in League, like when there's just a shit ton of skill shots going, that's why we keep saying we're getting Toho'd.
See, the more you know. And
knowing is half the battle.
Knowing is half the battle. And then you realize that you don't know anything. G.I. Jose. Oh, Robot Chicken. That show definitely did not age well.
No, it did not.
Not like it was doing well when it was made, but aggressively not so now. It's bad. What else? I think that's pretty much it. It's like,
yeah, Robot Chicken. God, that I feel like that was a part of the Adult Swim that you just had to like be on drugs or something.
that was the part of the Adult Swim that was the literal like epitome of we're doing this because we can. There
Yeah.
was no other reason for making that show. It was strictly because we can.
No one asked if we should.
No one asked if we should, or no one thought about if we should, and they were like, "Nah, I don't care." But yeah, no, it was, yeah, it was saying whatever. So those are game fusions. Leave your game fusions in the comments of in that survey that I leave on all of them. That it's what do you think about the episode? Let us know there. And so we're going to boogie on into the other part.
Boogie wanna last.
So this is going to be a timey-wimey one. So get your brain and throw it out the window.
Well, never was there in the first place.
You heard it here, folks. And so the question is, what game would
Pac-Man.
you... Okay, it could be Pac-Man. What game would you... If you had to... I'm trying to figure out how to word this where it makes sense.
Oh, dear.
Okay, you have the funds to finance a game, right?
Okay.
So money's not a problem. No one's asking questions, whatever, right? So it's like future you, so you now goes back in time, and you have the means to put in any amount of money that you need, right? Mm-hmm. To finance the creation of a game. The only caveat is that you have to find a way to like be in that inner circle. You can't just roll up and be like, oh hey, I want to invest in such and such game, and no one knows who the fuck you are, and they're like, how the fuck do you know money this? And so you need to make sure you find a way to insert yourself into the situation that would allow you to become an investor. And then obviously, so explain how you would attempt to go about that, and what game would you back knowing its success at this point.
So 2 games came to mind. One that became successful and one that had potential. First one is No Man's Sky, because obviously that one was off to a rough start, but now it's a very good game, and I actually play a little bit of it through Game Pass, and it's actually pretty fun. Frustrating because it put me on Ice Planet, so I'm gonna freeze my ass off. And the other one that came to mind, Anthem.
All right. So, how would you insert? So this is So this is not too far back in time. So you really don't have to worry about too much. But how would you go about inserting yourself into the inner circle to invest in this game's creation?
I would go to their offices, yell, "I have money," and be like, "I want in."
I want in. All right, let's role play this a little bit. All right,
I like what you're putting down here. I want to help pick it up and push it forward.
So okay, so you walk in, you get so let's say you get an appointment, because there's so many holes in this. So you get an appointment with receptionist or whatever, and you go to the development area, and you just announce that you have money. Okay. Now we're all just looking at you crazy. Cool, you have money. Great. What do you want?
It's well, but like I have heard of the project that is being worked on, and I would like to contribute some assistance.
Okay. So how did we hear about this project? Has there already been an announcement that it was
Yes.
being okay? So we're doing post announcement, so like an E3 situation.
Yes.
All right.
I
Now
heard I heard your shit.
I heard shit. What shit? I'm into it. Have we become a stockholder? And that's why we're like, ooh, I like this particular project, and because you would have to finance to the actual company itself, or are we
Yes.
just talking about donations? Just be like, here's a lump sum of money. I want it to be used for X, Y, and Z.
Yes.
Those are two options, but whatever.
I put money over here. I put money over there.
um, all right.
If money is not an issue, you can put it everywhere.
You can put it everywhere. Yes. All right.
So the answer is yes.
So the answer is yes. So, all right. Well, there you have it, folks. Infernal would just roll up, swinging his money dick around, and say he wants in on No Man's Sky after its first announcement of it being in development,
Or Anthem.
or Anthem.
Because like Anthem had so much potential.
I we've discussed this. I
know.
don't think anything money was not the problem in my opinion with Anthem.
It was time.
It not even time. It was the
No,
people. The people
well-
themselves fucked that game up.
Well, that too. But I do feel like Anthem was released a little too early.
Because of the pressure from the community wanting it
Yes.
sooner. Like it all comes back to like they bitched out, they caved to the pressure, and now we have a husk of a game that could have been a monument of a game. So mine's a little bit more fun.
Okay.
I am going the Pac-Man route.
Okay.
I am going. So this is for those listeners who deep back. I'm going to go to those early, those early gaming shops that had like the different competitions with like the robotics. Well, not robotics, but like the the really early game, like when Pong was around, right?
How about back Pong?
See, I don't know how well Pong did over time. Its fame obviously being one of the first video games, and
Man, one of it was.
The what's it? I'm sorry, I'm being distracted by the rain again. Oh,
Is AD just kicking out?
and I'm trying to figure out how to put this. Because essentially what it is that I would ride in on the hype of Pong.
He would ride in on a horse.
And then start putting out feelers about other budding gaming companies, so that I want to be I want to get in early stocks of Namco, right, in the States when it is available in the States.
Sega.
And so I want early that, and I want to back all of the Namco in general, but be specifically head over heels for Pac-Man when the idea comes to light. So knowing it will at one point, I will just kind of hang around until it does.
I like how this yellow ball eats.
And whenever it gets opposition to be nah, and because I know how to tell a story or whatnot, so I could really sell it for any opposition that may have came, and really just been nah, this is it, this is something, and just be that person that really drove it home.
Then he aimed to be the voice of Miss Pac-Man.
and then become to be and then Miss Pac-Man happens because money grubbing and everyone needs a woman.
Oh no, I said you're the voice.
Oh, I'm no, that would be terrible. Um, Younger me, when I had the ability to change my voice a lot more, and I was doing Steve Urkel impersonations like every
Oh,
other
Jesus.
Tuesday, then yeah, by all means, I would have been Miss Pac-Man, hands down, for sure. I don't care. I was what? I did Steve Urkel impressions. I did Woody the Woodpecker. I did I'm trying to think. Basically any other like, prepubescent high voice thing I could do at the time.
Mm.
And now it's just this godforsaken voice now. Um
I'm gonna talk like this.
nah, that hurts my throat. Cuz like that kind of, my voice kind of sounds like that when I'm like attempting to say certain Japanese words, like when you have to enunciate a certain way, and it just comes out weird. Ugh, I need to get back to Japanese like so bad. Um, yeah, so that's how I would go about that debacle. And so any other ones, or those were your two main?
Those were the two that came to mind right away.
All right, so what we're going to say. All right, we are moving and cruising, and if you haven't noticed, this is the most formatted episode that we've had up to this point. So I'm quite proud of us. Next up is going to be hot takes, and because I woke up and chose violets,
Oh Jesus.
so my hot take is the new Legend of Zelda game is for sociopaths. I that's it. That's what I gotta say. If you enjoy
you're
that
not
game,
wrong.
you're a sociopath because
Well, okay. Well, you don't. Okay, you don't have to be a sociopath to hate the game. Well, to like the game. I was about to say hate the game. You're a sociopath depending on what you do in that game.
I haven't seen anybody play that game normal. And frankly, it looks like they designed it to not be played normal. It doesn't look like any okay. So like I'm not like a huge Zelda fan or whatever, but like I've played a couple of them. Like I've seen like I've seen like a lot of the gameplay for the like, newer ones or whatever. But like you got Legend of Zelda for me, like the one that like holds my heart is was it Four Swords?
Mm-hmm.
The one on D, like that felt Zelda. That felt Legend of Zelda for me. It's the puzzle dungeons. The new games, like they're great in their own right, but it's almost like a Black Flag situation to me, where they don't feel like Legend of Zelda games because of the puzzles anymore. There's the creativity, and obviously like yeah, there are certain things you have to figure out whatever, but there just seems to be too much open world conceptiness for it to like, it just doesn't feel like Legend of Zelda anymore. It doesn't feel like I'm crawling through dungeons to save the princess kind of deal, or the world, whatever have you. It feels more of I'm in the Legend of Zelda like universe, and I can do what I please. Which there's nothing wrong with that, but again, it just feels like a Black Flag situation where it's like the name is on it, but the content isn't it.
Yeah, I guess I can see that. But it's like, I mean, when it comes to the like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom storylines, like I've been like seeing some theories that like the various timelines like for some reason like are converging on this one because like apparently Legend of Zelda has like two or three timelines. Zelda also fucked up one of the timelines.
That sounds right.
Yeah, yeah. Because fun story. I actually saw this recently. Yeah, apparently Zelda fucked up a timeline by sending Link back in time so he can technically live his childhood, even though his childhood was shit.
Yeah.
So by doing that, she technically took the the hero out of the world.
Yep, that sounds right.
So yeah. So like that's why which game was it? Wind Waker. They don't refer to Link as like the chosen hero. Like they just refer to him as like some guy.
Yeah, he's just some guy. He is some guy. He's just some guy out here breaking pots, looting and scooting, and
Being attacked by chickens.
and being attacked by chickens. Is but yeah, that one's my main one. What's another one? There was another.
Do you have a hot take for Destiny?
I wouldn't see it as a hot take.
It's just a take.
It's just a take. Destiny sucks.
Fair.
What was it? I was listening to another podcast, the one that I am getting all my like Warhammer lore from, because I love their dynamic so much, because the main guy who does all the research is like me, where it's just like, all right, I got this information, I'm telling you the story, I'm telling you like this, that, and whatever, and his co-host is like you, would just say some shit that like hurts me emotionally, because you know that's what would happen in the first place, so that's why you said it. And so it's very much us in like a different reality. Like they're very fun to listen to. But he had said like for Destiny, for him is like he hates the game, loves the lore.
Yes.
And that's I'm with him on that. Like I love the story when it made sense, but I hate the game. After D1, like I hate it. I hated D2. I didn't hate it in the beginning. I hated it after everything stopped making sense. Because once the story started making sense is when the game just started to be really shitty.
Yeah. Like, I mean, Witch Queen kind of fixed some of those issues, but then Lightfall came around and just fucked it all up.
Yeah. And it's like, nah, fam, I can't. Let's see, what's another one? We were talking about this in the Apollo episode. Warzone is trying to, so Call of Duty Warzone, I would even blanket it to just all Call of Duty. Call of Duty is trying to put life into a body that no longer exists.
Yeah, that's about right.
Like that's how dead it feels. Like no matter what they do, it will never be back to what it was, and it's at that point where you just need to let it die and just kind of like whatever, but it won't, because of like it won't because of nostalgia, and it won't because of money grubbing. There's still enough people that are buying into it for the sake of buying into it, because these are the same people who are like, you know, like me with Destiny, who's bitching about it and, you know, play it religiously. I don't play Destiny religiously. Like I'm still looking for that emote. That's pretty much the only thing. And then the emblem of
there
which,
is an emote in the shop this week. I don't think it's the one you're looking for.
It's not. I checked before we started recording. It's not. I'm still looking for the one.
I thought you would like it though.
It's not terrible, but I'm not going to spend I'm not spending anything until I get that emote. Like, I'm not buying anything else until I get that emote. And then, you know, after we're done here, we'll be doing Iron Banana for the emblem. And that's pretty much as far as it goes.
Though we have also the Apex as well. Got to do it. At least get the treasure pack.
Yeah, you gotta get your treasure pack. I honestly, it might be updated. It should be. It's been a couple hours, but you know, copying is a bitch. So we would have to see.
Yeah, I got that stuff started early. Like, there's a hot take. Yo, PlayStation, why does your copying take fucking forever?
Yeah, it's like hot take. You guys are doing this on purpose. You guys are choosing to make the copying process the longest process ever. Why? Couldn't tell you, but you're doing it on purpose. Like, there's no reason for it. My Xbox, that is far less performing than my PS4, updates faster. Completely updates faster than PS4 does. On Wi-Fi.
Because that makes sense.
Because that makes sense. So, fun story. So, before I moved the computer out into the living room, I just had the consoles out here, and then I had to move the computer out here because I couldn't fucking play because the lag was just so bad, even though I was only down the hall, and I don't have that big of a space, so it was whatever. So I had two Ethernet cables running to both consoles. Well, obviously one of the Ethernet cables are running to the computer now, and one of them goes to the consoles, and essentially I was just like switching. But since I was only playing like one console, which was the Xbox, for a while, it wasn't too bad, because it'd be like I'll be playing Xbox for like a week or so, and then I'd switch over to play PS4 whenever like you wanted to do Apex for a hot second or whatever, or if I'm grinding to try to get up a rank or something. And so I had it just in sleep mode for whatever, and then I've been logging into Fortnite to help Mermaid try to get her dubs. We still haven't gotten it yet. We keep getting so close. We keep getting, like, we get second, and it's like all of like a couple like shots or like a quick decision that usually ends it. And so I was on it. Now, I thought for the longest that the Ethernet cable was running to it. So today, when I was updating Fortnite for its update for this week, I was like, all right, cool, it's done. Let me switch the cable, put it into my PS4, who's just been in sleep mode this whole time for like the past week and a half. So other things have been updating up to this point, because it's basically kind of like auto. Like, if there's an update, it'll come through and it'll be like, oh, this is available to update, kind of deal. And so I reach behind my Xbox and I don't feel the cable. And I was like, wait a minute, has this just not been in here this whole time? Yeah, I've been running off of Wi-Fi the whole time. So the Xbox updated off of Wi-Fi gigabytes in like 20 minutes. And it takes like 20 minutes just to do the copying. And that's not to download the whole thing in the first place. So, yeah, what the hell? You have to be doing this on purpose. Like, your pathing for downloading this information and like getting it, initialized is just ridiculous, and I don't understand.
I don't know. It's like, oh, we're just going to make it so it takes freaking forever just to do anything. Yeah. So you want to play your game?
Nah. God forbid you want to do anything else, because it is draining your bandwidth.
Oh yeah, God. Like, if you do not have good Ethernet, like, PlayStation's just like, I'm just gonna take all this now.
Like, Cookie Monster would look at it sideways, and you're just like, what or whatnot. But all right, now for the fun stuff. This is what I've been waiting for.
I am worried.
You should be. So, because, like I said, woke up, chose violence when I thought of this. So I asked the Discord, Apollo's Discord, and I asked my coworkers, and if you want to be a part of these kind of polls, subscribe, and you can be a part of these kind of polls and get your entry into the episode. So, if that's something you would like to do, drop us $3 for the month and come hang out with us. So, the question was, what is your most creative nerdy insult? And I have a list.
You would. You freaking would.
In my defense, these aren't all me. These are my coworker. He was just rattling these off. I don't know who hurt him, but I'm glad they did, because this is content.
Jesus, man.
You'll see. These are so fun. So, to kick things off, do you have any of your own?
I can safely say I don't. Which I feel like is a good thing.
I mean, depending on which side of the moral compass you want to stand on, then yeah.
Then yeah, I'll stay on the nicer side of things for now.
But all right. So what started this all is because my favorite one up to that point before I got this list,
Your face looks
was
like a hag raven.
see, there you go. That's a good start. Yeah, face looks like Aggravate. Oh god, that is ugly. For those who want reference, look up Skyrim Hagraven.
Or don't save yourself.
Or don't, whichever. Use your imagination, you'll probably be right. My favorite one, and it came back around on TikTok video, was you look like you drop common loot.
Damn.
That was my favorite one for the longest. And then I asked my coworker.
Oh no.
And so I'm just gonna go down the list, and it just I'm gonna warn you now. Some of these have hate behind them.
I feel like they all do. After you said who hurt him.
All right, so to kick us off, you give fetch quests, don't you?
Oh. No. God, it's like that is literally saying you are a basic motherfucker.
All right, the next one. Kirby would stay in base form if he ate you.
You give no benefits.
You dress like a Mario power-up.
That one I gotta think about. Wait.
You know how he gets this goofy things on his head?
Yeah. Oh. So, in other words, you ugly.
Oh god, you look like a boss that could be beat at level 1.
We gas, bitch.
Oh god. You use the presets in character creation, don't you?
Aww. Damn. Some of those presets pretty ugly too.
Oh god. No one wants to do your side quest.
Meridia.
That one was me.
Okay. Please tell me you're thinking Meridia's Beacon.
Oh god. Oh, just in general. Oh, okay. Eggman would team up with Sonic to make fun of you.
Jesus. God damn.
These are just so bad.
Like I feel like that one specifically has to be the Eggman and Sonic from what was it, Sonic Boom?
Oh god, like where they just absolutely hate each other. You are the Easter egg everyone wished stayed a secret.
Be gone.
Oh god. Oh god. Here's another one. They made a game about your life, and the pre-order bonus was diabetes.
Jesus. But why the diabetes so?
That's how fat they are.
Oh Jesus. No.
Oh god. The Final Fantasy summons don't answer you, do they?
I mean, to be fair, they are fickle bitches.
Oh god. This one was me. You're so bad at directions, Zoro would beat you there.
Oh, that. Oh. No, that's a really bad one. For anyone that knows One Piece, yeah, no, Zoro he will have a map, and he will still end up on the other path. It was a straight path, and he somehow went the wrong way. Like, Zoro, my man. And even the time skip didn't help him.
Oh god. Oh Jesus. Alright, there's 4 more. You're the type of princess Bowser wouldn't even kidnap.
And well, yeah, I mean, you've seen the princesses that he kidnaps?
Oh god. Yeah, they're kind of iffy. Even star power wouldn't help you.
Damn. You have no hope.
Oh god. Are you a sim? Because I don't know what the fuck you're saying.
Please go straight to jail. Do not pass go and collect your money.
Oh god. So I would do that one over because that would probably get flubbed in the don't pass go Monopoly reference. Oh god. Are you a sim? Because I don't know what the fuck you're saying.
Please speak clearly. Why are you mumbling?
Oh god. And the coup de grace, and the ultimate we chose violence. You played Star Fox to feel like you had friends.
Oh no. That's just hurtful. Why you do that?
And this is why I said, whoever hurt him, I don't know who did it, but thank you, because most of that list was one dude.
Jesus. He needs a hug.
I'm not volunteering as tribute.
Oh, you know the guy, so I volunteer you as tribute.
Oh god. Oh my god. When I tell you, I was so excited to do this part. Like it brought me so much joy because there's so much hatred in some of those.
Seriously, like, god damn.
Oh god. So if you've made it this far and would like to share some of your own savagery, please leave it in the what do you think about this episode question. I do read those and I will gladly review and share with Infernal. Oh god, it was so much fun. All right.
God damn.
All right. So we are at that time, the last bit of the episode, where we go.
It's like, God, it's like some of those are almost like saying like you're so ugly a face hugger wouldn't even touch you.
Oh my god, that reminds me of it. What was? Oh, he was like, "You're so ugly, Samus would kill you without a bounty."
I feel like she'd do that anyway.
Yeah, possibly. Okay, so it is time for the Would You Rathers from good old Redditville. Oh god. All right. Oh, out the gate wildness.
Oh jeez.
So, this one was brought to us by user Vermice Lil Low or something like that, or Vermicell. Couldn't tell you what the name's supposed to be. But the question is, would you rather find out that you were an accidental pregnancy or discover that your parents are first cousins?
Accidental pregnancy.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
That second one is just no. That's not what you're rather.
Well, I mean, some people voted otherwise. So it
Oh
is.
God,
There
I am
is.
scared of those people.
I'm pretty. Yeah, there is. Let's see. Oh, I don't think it's showing me how much is what. I'm gonna show you that. Some of the comments. My parents were just too lazy to use protection.
Damn.
I'll raise your broken condom with my broken condom into a failed day after pills into a failed abortion. Oh my
Oh
god.
my God. God.
That
Just no.
that is ridiculous. See, that is, if someone was to give the argument of God has a plan for everybody, that would be it. Because that one was, no, this child will be born. Like, I don't care what you think, it's going to fucking happen.
Oh, hell, Cthulhu.
Cthulhu, baby.
Squid face.
Squid face. Let's see if we can find one more good one.
Yeah, let's try to get a more of a highlight one, because that one was just sad.
I wasn't expecting it to go like straight sideways. All right, here we go. On theme of the show, which video game ability would you rather have? We have, looks like 6 options here. Eating and drinking heals all physical injuries. Sleeping cures all illnesses. You take no damage from falls. At any time, you can customize and change your appearance / clothes and all. You can persuade or intimidate people to do almost anything. You have 2 extra lives to use on premature deaths.
I mean, I feel like I've already been using those, but there are so many times. Is there any more?
Nope, that would be all of it.
I would choose the customized appearance / clothing, because like I feel like that would just add like so many like options. That and also like, let's say you're out and like it's like, hey, we're going somewhere, and like get to dress nice. Like, well, shit. All right, give me a second.
Okay. I would go eating and drinking because I always hurt after work, because of what I do, and and I'm constantly eating at work. So it would be great to not have to take medication if I could just eat and drink and all of these, minor injuries, because like my hands get cut up and stuff like that, and like
I would like to think for the drinking portion, like it has to be a chug jug.
a chug. Do you understand how funny that would be to just carry around a chug jug all the time?
Yes.
Like it's the ultimate gym bro move, is just to have a chug jug around. Like, oh god, that would be so funny. Okay, here's a fun ending of saying whatever, because I remember we had this conversation a while back. What do you think the like shield potion, because it's all the same color or whatever, what do you think shields, slurp, all of the blue liquid tastes like? Based off of the lore from the wallpapers and like loading screens and
Blueberry Kool-Aid.
I say it's Mountain Dew. I think it's Mountain Dew voltage, because
Here, let me update that. Blueberry Kool-Aid, but you and your mom made it.
No, that would be slap juice. Because that shit gives you speed.
No, that's orange Kool-Aid.
That's orange Kool-Aid. But that would be that we would have made slap juice. That's give you infinite sprint, but it doesn't last forever. If that's not the definition of a fucking sugar rush, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
But based off of Shield, based off of Slurp Factory, the mushrooms growing, and the advertisements of how they do it, I think the slurp effects and shield effects and all that stuff is Mountain fucking Dew, because that shit is toxic, but also gives life.
I was about to say Four Loco, but that's green.
No, that would be I would say, if anything, it would be what's doused on the bandage pads.
Oh,
like
yeah.
when in the med kit, when you pour the antiseptic, that it's Four Loko.
Yep, got that energy drink slash. Oh god, Four Loco, like that has alcohol and caffeine. Like, whoever came up with that is freaking crazy.
No, most definitely. But yeah, no. Four Loko is the little antiseptic bottle that you slap before you slap on the bandage and wrap it.
Smack.
Yeah, oh my god, this is so funny. But yeah, so as we say, we hope that our shenanigans has given you some enjoyment. I knew there was some rest of the letters I was missing in that. Some more enjoyment of the week. We hope.
You start keeping a counter for every time you flub.
You don't have one that counts that high. We would need an additional one. Did you say you would find a way?
Maybe.
Okay. No more Ugandan Knuckles memes. He made it home. He's done. He's retired. And so if this
he still finds a way.
He found a way home. He's already home. He did the thing. It is complete. The circle has been closed.
He doesn't know where the store is.
He's not buying clothes, damn it. Points if you know the reference. So if this is we hope you enjoy the end of your week. If this is the beginning, we hope this gives you a nice boost to begin your week with. Again, thank you to all those who have supported us up to this point. We are constantly growing. It's great. We are moving along, and as time progresses, more things will come about. Things in the near-ish future would be the YouTube videos of season 2. So season 2 will be marked by our anniversary of the show, and so we will be switching to video. Don't worry, the audio ones would still be rolling out at the same time. It's just we will be adding the extra funness of YouTube, so you will get to know what the lovely voices that you've been listening to look like in the bodies, for the most part, that are attached to it. Because
pretty.
Speak for yourself. I wear my mask that is seen in the Apollo episode in my Discord profile. That is my mask that I turned into a digital file of. That is usually what I wear when on screen. That is what I wore when I was streaming. That is what I'm going to be wearing for the podcast. So if you know what that looks like, and you get to see what it looks like in the full with the rest of me and attached. And we've already given hints because we did the Fortnite picture. That's up as well. So I actually do look like that. So just put the mask and that face together and you have what I look like. And so hopefully that's not disappointing.
It's like, you have disappointed me. I am gone. Goodbye.
It's like, God, no, don't leave us. And yes, so that will be that. That is another one. Yeah, that pretty much. Any housekeeping things you would like to say, good Infernal? Void took him. But as we say, you're welcome to stay, but we're not. We'll see you next time.